Hey everybody, Ben here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. So if you hear from the short, you already have a backstory. If not, our word was dynamic. We're looking at uh, evolving, changing uh, energy if we are constantly moving forward. Otherwise, we would be still. We would be in a place of comfort. We really think of that. Let's look at our life on our own. Do we stay places longer than we should out of comfort or fear versus constantly moving, evolving, whether relationships, that kind of sounds like bad if we just jump from relationship to relationship. We could look at work, living situations, uh, ideas, mindsets, beliefs. This is growth. And that constant state of movement can be a positive thing and sometimes a bit exhausting. Our supporting angel number card, lucky break. This goes into making intuitive choices, fruitful search, good fortune, getting what you want. This is holding something within us and continuously striving towards it. Whether we just have an idea of an experience overall with an emotion that I want to be content, I want to be fulfilled, I want to be stable. And I've kind of removed the idea of what that looks like. I'm open to it, but I'm constantly striving towards that. Are we taking action? I would imagine we would be. Maybe sometimes we're not. Maybe we need a kick in the ass to do that from time to time. Maybe things have to get uh, a bit more destructive or uncomfortable in our experience to get us out of that place of comfort, whether people, places, or things. When we really think back on that, uh, staying at a job longer than we should because, say we've outgrown it, excluding the salary or the knowledge that was needed or the position in general, or it is toxic. And then things unearth that tower moment. Same thing in the relationship. We have overstayed and things keep getting worse. Those actions or behaviors that annoyed us a little bit in the beginning become louder and louder, or something drastically happens and the person really did us wrong and it's time to go. Same thing with friends, family, living situations, neighbors, crazy people move in next door. Who knows? Something is coming in to push us out because we have yet to take action on it. I'm being drawn to say this comment that uh, resonates really. It's the truth, so obviously it would. uh, when we seek guidance or information, say we go to somebody and we're looking for information to make a decision, well, we already have made the decision inside. We already have. We think we're going there to get information to make the decision, but we already know. All we're doing is going after validation. We're coming to understand why we made that decision. You know, even though we may not think we have the decision, I'm sure we have this balancing act going on, and we're looking for more confirmation or more validation to fully trust that. Where is that line drawn? Intuitive choices, taking action on what we already know to be true. Anything in our mind, in our body, whatever our belief is true to us at that time until something changes that. This can go for a good thought or a bad thought. If I think somebody's a shitty person, I'm going to believe that and I'm going to project that onto them until that changes. I'm not saying that's a good action. I'm just saying, people that we place in the negative space and then people we place in the good space, those beliefs are true to them. Just like all your truths and all your beliefs are true to you until you change it, until you decide to, yeah, believe something different. So if we've already made that decision, deep down inside, why aren't we taking action? What's up against it? Normally a fear, a wound, a worry. Something is there. And that's comfort. That's safety. That's control led by fear. So we'll dive deeper in here. Uh, I'm not quite sure if we're taking action. We need that kick in the butt. What's going on here? Six of Wands, victorious. The celebration, the victory, whatever that may look like into us. Are we after it? Are we walking into it? Has it finally come? Fruitful search, getting what you want, constantly moving towards this. This is how these things happen. I believe that this is for me, and I'm taking every action towards it that is my goal. That is my strive, moving towards this continuously. I don't know if it's here. I feel like maybe it's like this feeling, because that's kind of how I feel right now of, how do I say that? That that you're there, but you don't know you're there. Like, do we need confirmation on that? Because we've been going after it for so long. I was, when I was, before when I was, uh, right before that word came up, when I was doing the short, it was coming through. I'm not saying that I don't really like the gossip aspect, but it's important enough to reflect on that. Say we were in a relationship and we left that relationship, and people from the past are watching or viewing or whatever they do, and they see that you are, uh, glowing up, if we will. You are looking better. You're happier. You're doing well. And during that exit, how a lot of people will say they were the problem. I was the good person in the relationship, and really, you do the whole comparison thing, and you look how the person left and how much better they're doing without that other person in their energy. Uh, so going back on that idea of, uh, maybe we've been striving so long for this, and we don't even know that we're in it. Now coming through is that aspect of, I can't live my life until X, Y, or Z happens, or I'm at this position, or I feel comfortable because this comes in, or I have this to satisfy this urge. Needing all of that, we will always be a carrot in front of the horse type of deal. We will never get there. We will never be fulfilled because we're waiting till X, Y, or Z to live. The Knight of Wands reversed. Fleeting interests. That's kind of goes right back to kind of what I was talking about there a bit. That, uh, we are, well, I don't know, but we're going to talk about it. That chasing the idea of, uh, I got this, on to the next thing, on to the next thing, on to the next thing. It can be, if we're really holding that as, how do I want to say this? I can't even bring the words together. We're all over the place. Uh, the need for, how can I say this? I'm really scattered right now. Going back to fleeting interest. Uh, just going to pause. We'll see what comes back. It's there. I just can't put the words to it. Like, I feel it. The Three of Cups reversed. This is going back to kind of what I was talking about of, uh, removing or leaving people behind that weren't fulfilling this, or leading towards this, or adding to it, or propelling you in this direction, whether platonic, romantic, family, or work relationships. Uh, we begin to see that, hey, if I stay here, no one else is moving forward. No one else is growing. No one else is going in the direction I want to. And if I want to stay and interact with them, I'm going to stay in that space, that frequency. I often use like this ladder analogy that, like, say I'm in a romantic relationship and I'm here and they're down here. Maybe they're a Debbie Downer. I have to come down to meet them, because they can't come up. They could, but they're probably not. Maybe they try and they come halfway, but they go back down. So for me to be in that space, to interact with them, I have to come down vibrationally, energetically, however we want to look at it. And I go to work and maybe I come up again and I come back home and I'm down here again to be with them. And say they have a bad day. Well, they go down again. Well, I have to come back down to be in that space. Uh, the majority of them aren't going to come up because they don't want to work on themselves. They don't want to grow. They don't want to move forward. They don't want to heal. This can be family. This can be platonic. This can be romantic. This can be work. It doesn't matter. It's anything. Any interaction is like this. It is easier to go down than it is to go up. And through that experience, we have to make a choice to move forward or to stay. That is not dynamic. That is not moving. Oh, Ten of Wands came out sideways here. We got overcommitment and released burdens. This is giving that feeling of this constant chase. Maybe we do have it looking a certain way. Maybe we do feel that, why is it not here yet? All those kind of aspects, and chasing this matter, this material viewpoint of how it should be, that then I can feel X, Y, or Z. I'm extremely committed to that, but I'm putting so much pressure and not allowing myself to be what it is that I'm gonna feel when I get there. Really just doing some self-evaluation at this point to say, I think I can feel this again. Maybe we can't get into a relationship until we're wherever. I was talking to a younger gentleman the other week, and he said, he wanted to be in a better position before he gets proposes or gets engaged, I guess you would say. And he's been with this woman for over 10 years, and they've lived together, and they do, and uh, she's extremely supportive of him. And I was like, well, that's probably like the best relationship ever, to no matter what you're after, to have someone that supports you that much. And it's more of a I would say an indoctrinated aspect to say that, hey, I want to provide and be in a better position before I do this or present myself in this way. But we already know we're going there. We already know we're heading in that direction, that we're going to get married. And we're putting uh, a hold up on that process because of something that's indirectly superficial. I've often said personally, if there was a right person in my life, we could be broke. It doesn't matter because we're not there for that. We're not there for uh, the material. We're there for the connection. And if you have it, do it. So in this experience, where are we putting superficial needs for something in the physical to make us feel okay to do something? This goes back on intuitive choices and where I was at with, we've already made the decision. He already knows he's going to marry her, or you already know that you're going to do whatever in your life, but we're waiting. We need to wait for something to validate that or to make it okay to do it when we don't need that. Four of Wands reversed. Delayed festivities. Exactly what I'm saying here. We're delaying something and we want it. We want this experience, but we're holding it back because something needs to look a certain way. The fact that it has to look that way is the delay. And that's inside. That's our belief. We believe that I need this to do this. Same thing like with businesses or starting something, that I need it to look this way, or I need this in order before I can do this, and all these stipulations we place on things to do whatever. The thing coming up right now is like having a child, but we have to wait till we get married because for X, Y, or Z. I don't want to be looking like this. And now it's giving that idea of like, oh, well, I don't want to get pregnant yet. I want to drink at that wedding. So, all these different things. That's way too many cards. All these rules. And what is that connected to? Let's look at that. What is that rule connected to? Is that connected to a fear, a wound, a trauma, a complex, an insecurity, something that we carry? And that really reflects on what the external is going to think of me. What are they going to do? How are they going to view me? We've clearly made a lot of choices in our life, I would hope, that have been propelling us forward towards this. And we can't hold the external accountable anymore because it's our view or our belief that I can't do, have, receive, be without something experience out there. We got the moon reversed, suppression. Oh, we're doing it to ourselves, whether we see it or not. And it's not a blame game. This isn't a negative experience. This isn't bad energy. This is just, I already know what I want to do or what I'm going to do. I'm just afraid. That's the bigger word. And you can say, no, I'm not afraid. Well, if we really work backwards, it comes back to that word. But it is, I need this to feel safe, or I need this to have control of something, or for my ego, or to feed my insecurity, which goes back to this fear. We'll get one last card here. Two of Pentacles reversed. Instability. This is, I already know what decision I'm going to make, and I'm not making it. I feel like I can't without whatever this is that I need to validate, to prove it. We come here, we already have the decision made. I'm coming here to understand why I'm making that decision. Well, let's balance it out. Let's take some action and be there already. I'm going to leave this here. If this resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later.